So there we go. It's the Rohit-Kohli day, but not the best weather in Perth. I mean, we've got some visuals. We've got loads of visuals from morning, which Shubhan and Rohit have both been sending, joining me early morning on a Sunday. Shomik, Bharat, Gargi, all of them. Shubhan will join us from Perth. Do we have the music? Do we have the music? Because this is the same guy, right? Do we have the music on the video, Gargi? Okay, so that's a good start. That's a decent start. We've got loads of visuals which we will be playing right through the show, so there's no question of that. But let's go for quick comments. Why don't I start with you, Gargi Raut? Big build up, but the rain is still an issue. There was a drizzle. There is chance of rain. Shubhan has been reporting we can expect a full game. First thoughts?
I believe it drizzled in the morning because I was up since 6 a.m. and I was looking at everything that Shubhan was sending, making sure everything goes right. And he did send us a package of drizzling in Perth. So it's quite interesting. And you can see in the visuals, the roads are quite slick. It looks like it's just rained over there. So it's quite interesting how Perth and rain and, Rohit-Kohli come back and it has to rain on that exact day. Sudipta Roy is saying it looks breezy and cloudy. It does look breezy and cloudy. I'm sure it'll be a little bit chilly as well. But either way, what's the total prediction of today? I'm going to quickly weather. I'm going to quickly look at the weather prediction so we can.
Your internet is a bit problematic, Gargi. Your internet is a bit problematic. It's not clear, so you might need to rejoin or something like that because it's getting stuck. It's bad internet. It's not good internet at the moment. Quick comment from Shomik and Bharat. Shomik set it up. And can you play full screen visuals, not the reel format, not this format? Shomik, your first thoughts on this big build up. You don't want rain. Set it up for me.
See, unfortunately, yes, we don't want rain, but unfortunately, at this time of the year, there would be rain in Australia. It is the tail end of southern monsoon. That is why we will have rain. This is still October, and after that, the southern summer will set in. So we'll have that some in rain interruptions during the match. As regards the build-up, there are two ways to look at it. One is that obviously Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are coming back to the Indian team fold after for the first time after March when they played the Champions Trophy. That is, and they will offer Stardust. That is one thing. Another aspect is, and I think which is more important in the grand scheme of things, is that the Indian ODI team is ushering in a new era that is under Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill as the captain, and this is the start of a process that will go on until the 2027 World Cup under a new captain. So going ahead, this team will take shape. There would be certain permutations and combinations, and this is the first time. And as regards just going back to Rohit again, see, when in all likelihood it is his last tour, and as for Kohli also, it is their last tour down under as India cricketers, because I mean, in the 2 years time there is no white ball series lined up in Australia. And my mind goes back to 2008 when Rohit first went to Australia. Ricky Ponting was the captain. We still remember the partnership in the Tri-Series final with Sachin and Rohit's half century, and that square drive and square cut against Mitchell Johnson. And so many things have changed since. Australia have seen half a dozen captains. Australia have annexed 2 more World Cups. So everything. And Rohit's career has ebbed and flowed, and now sort of life or his cricket career has come a full circle as far as Rohit Sharma is concerned.
Yeah, Gargi, your internet is much better. So now set it up, including the visuals. I mean, we've got a bit better visuals. Last time around, they were looking a bit hazy. So quick setup before I go to Bharat. He's been waiting patiently. Yes, Gargi.
Yes, sorry about that, Bharat, and sorry for the internet problems. Not sure what was going on there, but this looks like such a great
The
setup
internet
for.
was the internet was doing a Nagpur morning with you. So Diwali, it was getting time to warm up. That's what was happening.
Yes, slow morning, slow start to the day. But anyway, this looks like the classic Australian build-up that we all love, that we all have enjoyed in Australia during the Border Gavaskar Trophy. You know that Indian fans in Australia will always turn up for a good celebration of and a good day of cricket as well. And add to that the cherry on top, Virat and Rohit's comeback. And you can see how excited the fans are. Every single jersey that you look at, it's either Rohit or Virat. It's almost like this ODI series is only about Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. It's quite interesting what's happening here, because if you really look at it, this is an ODI that is absolutely inconsequential, ODI series that is inconsequential. It's not as if the World Cup depends on it, or the World Cup preparations depend on it. Next year there's the T20 World Cup, so really it's nothing to look forward to. It's not something that is of great importance, but because there is a Rohit Sharma and a Virat Kohli in the team, it has completely changed the context of the entire series. And there we have the man of the moment. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, sorry.
No, you're in form. Don't worry. That's good. Shubhan, set it up. Rain, no rain. What's going on?
It's gloomy. It's gloomy. I won't lie. It's gloomy. Our heartbeats went up when it started to rain, and it was actually raining heavily. But it stopped around half an hour back. Since then, it has not rained one bit. But it's gloomy. If I turn my camera around and show you guys, wait a second. Then you will see the dark clouds. You will see the fans. Fans have come up in huge numbers, Boryada. If you talk about the ratio between Indian Australian fans, then I would say 98% are Indian fans here, and everyone. You will see all the comments from the fans, all the fan bites. You will see maximum of them talking just about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, and as we speak, you can see the sun peeping out, and you can see the India and Australia divided jerseys. This is the speciality. This is the speciality. And which players are you looking forward to today?
100% Virat Kohli.
Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. That's what I was saying. 98% of the fans are saying that we are here to watch Virat and Rohit. So you can see the divided fans. You can see the sun peeping out. It has cleared up a bit, but yeah, the afternoon forecast is a bit bad. So we'll see. We'll see then. It's a coastal area, Boryada, so it changes quite quickly. But so far so good. You can see the sunshine, and fingers crossed we'll have the weather like this for throughout the game.
Bharat, I have not seen divided jerseys. This is the first one. Half of India, half of Australia. I have not seen such jerseys much in the past. Have you, Bharat? I have not seen such jerseys.
Oh, not much. This is the first time I'm seeing divided by Australia and India. Maybe they like some Australian players too, couple of Australian players. Though a couple of them have retired. Maxwell and Smith have retired from one-day cricket. Not sure who it is. Maybe some youngster, Mitchell Owen, or some other youngster they like. Yeah. Anyway, I just noticed on the weather report, that is Echo weather report, because they generally change it 15 minutes as per the latest prediction of weather, and they are saying that there's one more rain forecast in about 30 minutes. After that, there's no rain forecast right until 8 p.m. So if that is correct, then maybe hopefully this there won't be any kind of interruption. Coming back to the match, yes, it's all about Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Most of the fans, I'm pretty sure, have come to watch them play. Most of them Indian fans, but also it would be interesting to see how Australia go, because, as I noted, a couple of them have retired from one-day cricket. Maxwell, Steve Smith are no more part of that squad, and Cameron Green has got injured, so they brought in some new players, Mitchell Owen, Josh Phillip. Josh Phillip is coming back, obviously. Mitchell Owen is a very adventurous shot maker. Cooper Connolly. Interesting to see their pace bowling lineup as well. Ben Dwarcy and Nathan Ellis, two of them who mostly play T20 cricket, but for some reason they believe those two can actually do well in one day as well. It doesn't seem like a quintessential Australian pace attack with those two around, but they're definitely trusting Dwarcy and Nathan Ellis.
Yes, Gargi?
I was going to ask you, is there a reason why every India tour to Australia starts with Perth?
No, 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 no. The original idea, Shomik will actually be able to tell you as well. The original idea was to take, or Bharat, I mean, the idea is to take a visiting team to a destination where you are not comfortable. So that was the original idea. They made a big mistake with a couple of tours. They made a huge mistake with a couple of tours where they allowed India their, kind of destinations which did not suit Australia as much, and India nailed them, whether it is 2018, whether it is some of the other tours. And then last time round, they decided to go back to Perth for exactly this reason, that they will nail India, but Jasprit Bumrah floored Australia in Perth. But Shomik, look at this build-up. I mean, despite the rain, crowds turning up like this in an ODI, clearly star power can sustain this format as well. And this series is proof that it's not dead at all. Shomik Chakraborty.
Yes, absolutely. In the sense that it is because of the stardust. Um, See, ODI cricket. uh, Um, Cricket has three formats, and ODI is the lowest in the pecking order. Apart from the World Cup or the Champions Trophy, I mean,
Very right.
ODIs are ODIs are sort of irrelevant. I mean, no one take them seriously, even the spectators. It is because of the stardust, and the fans know maybe this is the last time they are watching. They would be watching Rohit and Virat in India colors. After that, uh, as and when they hang up their boots, they might return to play like Ashwin has done, to play the Big Bash League or something else. But that is a completely different thing. But in India colors, this is in all likelihood their final Australia tour, and there is an, as I have said, there is an emotional attachment. It stems from that emotional attachment. You have seen these two players doing, I mean, brilliant things for India over the years, over many, many years. And that stays with you. I think they would also celebrate Shubman Gill and the young Indian team. But it is about these two players. Um, See, when Virat Kohli earlier this year decided to, or he was asked to play a Ranji Trophy game at Kotla against Railways, you saw the numbers: 20,000, 25,000 spectators turned in. They walked through the turnstiles at Kotla. This is star power. And um, I mean, you might begrudge it, but that's the way it is. And that's the way it is for every sport. It is not cricket or Indian cricket in isolation. It is for football. We have some brilliant players in football who are on current form, are far better than. I mean, you'll pay to watch some current players like Erling Haaland, Ryan Gravenberch over Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, as far as pure football, from purely footballing perspective. But it is the star power. That is why Gianni Infantino wants both of them to play the next year's World Cup. I mean, they sells and they wows the fan, they woo the fan, and that is what it is. This is why, I mean, you have seen even on a Sunday, for a series which is, I mean, I will not say it inconsequential, because when India are playing, nothing can be inconsequential. You are playing for the national team. It's a game, game between India and Australia. But this turnout wouldn't have happened without Virat and Rohit.
Extremely well put. Extremely well put. Shuhain, if you can hear us, I know you are on
Yes,
mute.
absolutely.
Yeah, so you had written yesterday, Shubhan, that 3,000 tickets still left. Is it all done? I can see patches there, water patches there, but you are saying no rain. So can we expect an on-time start in 45 minutes? What's happening? All sold out, packed capacity? Give us that build-up before I go to Gargi and Bharat again.
Buriana, one thing I would like to clarify: the 3,000 tickets which were remaining, they were released, like 10,000 tickets were released very late, like 3 4 days before, in the anticipation, because of the demand for the tickets which this Perth Stadium is witnessing at the moment, and that is why they decided to open up 10,000 more tickets. From there, 3,000 were remaining as of last evening. But today, when I was collecting my accreditation card, I asked the same questions to the guys who were sitting in the reception, and they said around 800 tickets are left now. That was three and a half hours back, and they gave a proper reason. During the Border Gavaskar Trophy, they saw massive queues during match days for particular days ticket, and that is why they decided to open, because they had anticipated huge lines, huge queues outside the ticketing counters in the on-site on match day, and that is what has happened since morning. We also showed it. We showed it during our Hindi lives that outside the ticketing center there were massive queues even half an hour back. But I am pretty sure it is all sold out now. This stadium actually can hold around 60,000 people, but because of the side screens and other membership galleries, they restricted to 45, 48,000 for cricket games. But they open it completely when rugby matches happen. 2 weeks back, there was a rugby game here. It's a multi-purpose stadium, and it is a very, they know what they are doing. It's not like they are releasing tickets in a hurry or it's a last moment decision. They plan it very well, so they know what kind of anticipation is there for the tickets for this particular game, at least here in Perth. And it's all because of Virat and Rohit. People want to see them. People want to celebrate them. And that is what's the beauty about Australia as a sporting country. Even the Aussie fans, a few fans I spoke to this morning, they were saying, see, we want Australia to win, but we also want Rohit and Virat to do well because of all the speculation, all the words that is going around outside the cricketing field. So they want these two players to do well, and that is, and as Shomikda also put it very well, that these two players are have such an aura or such a personalities in themselves that they can hold the crowd. They can bring the crowd inside the stadium, even for a not that much important bilateral series. So it's going to be a cracking affair, and hopefully Rohit Sharma will do well against Mitchell Stark. Hopefully Virat Kohli will do well against Hazelwood, because I feel these are the two main threats from the Aussie bowling attack, especially in this Perth wicket, which is hosting its first international match of the season, and it's going to be spicy inside as well in terms of pitch and everything.
Okay, that's excellent to know, Shubhan. You can go back to your Hindi live and join us in
Thank you.
15 minutes again for the last 10. Yeah.
Sure.
So good points made. And behind Shubhan, as you can see, Gargi, if you could put visuals out there, and there you go. We could see good weather. I mean, there was not one umbrella, pretty decent. The skies were blue, so one can expect an on-time start. Bharat, coming to you, lots of questions. Let's take questions. Pitmonk says Roko is Jai Viru of international cricket. Bilateral ODI series is a task to watch just because of Roko. This series has become what it is, has a spark. This one, Ashish Shandilya has asked this many times. Bharat, take it. What's the difference between Iyer and VK apart from age? They both play one format. Good to see middle child format again. Bharat, you want to address that? Shreyash and Virat. Having said that, Shreyash wants to play the T20 format as well, which Virat doesn't play and has retired. Bharat.
What's the difference in terms of their games, or
Yeah, what's the difference? Because both play one format, or rather he wants to say sort of selected for one format is what I get from it. And it's the middle child format is what he's saying. Approach
no?
maybe. Approach maybe. Both.
I was thinking what exactly means by the what's the difference. So anyway, see,
Let's
obviously
clarify that. Let's clarify that. Ashish, if you could clarify that for us, what exactly you mean, and Bharat will answer that. But before
No,
that,
I think
yeah, go on.
he's just making a joke that ODI is the middle child format because it gets ignored.
No,
You
that's
know
right.
how,
But he also
yeah.
wants to ask something about Virat and this one, Shreyash, about comparison. So middle child format, point taken.
Yeah, I think he's saying that they both have similar playing style. So what is stopping the
they're
management from
completely
taking Iyer in the team? I think
they're
that's the
completely
point.
different. The styles are completely different,
Yeah.
obviously in terms of the games. So I don't think.
Anyway, Abhi Sinha, what is your final 11? Quickly, Bharat, your final 11 before I go to Shomik as well.
Yeah, finally, will 11, Rohit Sharma, 1, Shubman Gill, 2, Virat Kohli, 3, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, number 6, Ritesh Reddy, then the all-rounder Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, 3 pace bowlers. I think they will go with Harshit Rana because he can bat at 8, so Kuldeep Yadav at 9. 2 more, Siraj, I don't know. As I noted, I'm not very sure about number 11. At Perth, maybe I'm thinking of a tall hit the deck pace bowler, Prasidh, but I understand why, if they go for a left armer because of variety, I can understand why they would go with him, Arshdeep Singh.
Shomik, your thoughts? Is the challenge between Kuldeep and Harshit, does that make batting weak and you add Washington Sundar into that mix? Is that the only challenge for India, Shomik?
Yeah, yeah. Washington has to play for the sake of the balance. Washington has to play because otherwise you are having a pretty longish tail. So Washington has to play. Kuldeep, I would be very tempted to see Kuldeep in the side, but given the overhead conditions, I don't know about the pitch conditions. But at least looking at the overhead conditions, I don't see, at least in Perth, Kuldeep is playing. The fast bowling would be Siraj, Arshdeep, and very likely Harshit Rana, because these are the three best fast bowlers in absence of Bumrah. This is the best available fast pace attack that India have: Harshit Rana, uh, Arshdeep, and Mohammad Siraj. And Washington Sundar in the middle order, and also Nitish Kumar Reddy as the fourth seamer, and then two spinners, Washi and Akshar Patel, and the batting order picks itself. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill opener, number 3 Virat Kohli, number 4 Shreyas Iyer, number 5 KL Rahul. If the team management is tempted to go left field and have a look at Dhruv Jurel, but I don't think this is going to happen, at least in the opening game of the series.
Fair point, Gargia. So three all-rounders, Shomik, Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, and Nitish Reddy. And a word on Nitish Reddy from you, Gargi, because it's a massive opportunity for him in the absence of Hardik Pandya.
Yes, so I'm going to name my 11 as well. Obviously, very similar. It's Gill, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Washington Sundar, Harshit Rana, Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh, and who did I miss? Did I miss a Did I miss a
Siraj?
batter? No, I think that's it. Sorry?
Siraj, did you mention Siraj?
Oh yes. So that's my team, pretty similar to what Bharat and Shomik have said. Nitish Kumar Reddy, yes, I think this is the perfect opportunity for Nitish Kumar Reddy to once again come back and perform well, because you saw that last time around in Australia as well, he performed under some really high pressure situations. Gautam Gambhir also spoke about Nitish Kumar Reddy extensively back in Delhi in that India versus West Indies test match. And he said that he is, we are looking at him in the long term. We want a seam bowling all rounder to be groomed well, because we still have that Hardik Pandya void. We still don't have qualities seaming all rounders, and Nitish Kumar Reddy is your next big thing when it comes to that particular position. And him being a seaming all rounder, not us India having a dearth of those kind of players. So this is an opportunity that Nitish Kumar Reddy will never get again. He's always performed under very crucial conditions back in England, back in Australia as well. This is the time for him to cement his place.
Fair point. Tomorrow's Diwali and the intensity of our celebration is in the hands of Indian women's team. Yes, absolutely. And we will do our women's show big time from Indore with Trisha and Snehashish. Fitbank, fair point. Are Australian injuries genuine, or are they focusing more on Ashes? Sports fan, Bharat, thoughts? Good point. Very good point.
I think they are. I think they are focusing on Ashes because there's a big one for them. And it seems like this time around, at least, England will give Australia a fight. That's what I believe. So they're definitely looking at that Ashes series. No Pat Cummins, obviously back problem. They don't want to take a chance. They don't want to take a chance with Cameron Green, side problem. And side strain can be irritating, frustrating for a seam bowling all-rounder, for a pace bowler. And he just bowled 4 overs since returning from the back surgery. That was in last year. just bowled 4 overs in a first class game recently against New South Wales, and again had a side problem. So I don't know what is the future for Cameron Green, because if he gets injured after bowling 4 overs, then it's not a good sign for him. But yes, I think Australia, if you look at it from Australia's point of view, they're looking at the Ashes, aiming at the Ashes. Even if you look at their pace attack, they have picked Ben Dwarcy and Nathan Ellis. These two obviously don't play Test cricket. Maybe they shouldn't play one-day cricket either. There are other pace bowlers who are perhaps better than them, but they're still picking them. So yes, from that point of view, it's clear that I think they're focusing more on the Ashes.
Dominic, you want to add to that quickly?
Obviously, Ashes is the biggest as far as Test cricket is concerned. Purely going by history, it is the biggest. It is as big as it gets. Although I think Australia will win it either 4-1 or 5-0. England couldn't beat a depleted India in a series where Bumrah played only 3 Test matches in their lair. They are more of a hype, less of a substance. Ben Stokes and all, they have some excellent cricketers, all right. But for my prediction is 4-1 or 5-0. 5-0 might not happen these days, because there would be that odd slip up from Australia, and a 4-1 would be if weather holds up, then 4-1 would be a fair result, I guess. But obviously, Ashes, they are not going to take any chances with their top players, and Ashes is firmly on their mind. And this is what it has to be, because that's the blue ribbon thing as far as Test cricket is concerned. So obviously, this ODI series, they are playing as a bilateral commitment, but clearly it takes the backseat if you compare it with the Ashes.
Musical Being says Ajit Agarkar said World Cup 27 is away, but with ODI space too far apart, is it not time to plan well already? What should be Gill's priorities, Gargi? Again, the hint is, will Virat, Rohit, etc., etc. What do you think? Shubman Gill, Gautam Gambhir focus in that change room. What should be their priorities leading up with? And the point is made that there are not too many ODIs, 20 or so in the next 2 years.
Absolutely. But when we talk about Ajit Agarkar, Gautam Gambhir, no matter who it is in the Indian management that comes out and talks about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and says that the World Cup is still 2.5 years away, I think that is a very, very valid point, because they're not players who are playing all formats, are playing any other format. So you need to make sure that you are in the present and you are taking it. The clusters that we keep talking about, the next 7 to 8 games for Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will be essential to determine their place in the World Cup. The management is not thinking about the World Cup right now. I think Ajit Agarkar has made it very clear. Gautam Gambhir mainly has made it incredibly clear, because he spoke extensively about, once again, that India versus West Indies, after that series ended, that press conference was less about the series that happened and more about this Australia series and the World Cup and Rohit and Virat, because those were the questions that were asked. And Gautam Gambhir said, look, even if it is not about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, we still are going to take it one game at a time, because that's the philosophy that we're following at the moment, that we want to stay in the present, we want to take it series by series, game by game. So I don't think they are too bothered about whether or not Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, both of them will be there or not. It's not as if you don't have backups. You have multiple players lined up for every single position, except of course that seam bowling all-rounder position where Hardik Pandya is your only man there, who is performing at a level where he is unmatched. But you still have plenty of talent pool available to pick from. You have 2.5 years to groom them. You have 2.5 years to prepare in case a Virat Kohli doesn't make it or a Rohit Sharma doesn't make it. But at this point, I don't think neither Rohit and Virat, neither the management or us will be able to tell whether or not they will play. So which is why it makes sense makes sense to take it series by series, or rather take those 7-8 matches and make it a cluster, and then decide whether or not these two are going to make it, and plan accordingly.
I mean, hopefully toss will be right away, because it has cleared up pretty decently, as we were hearing from Shubhan and Rohit, who are both on the Hindi live, and we will keep an eye on the BCCI group as well. All of us will give you that. But by that time, Ashish has asked you, Bharat, in the build-up of 27, both are playing one format, so both have same match time. That's what he's saying as far as Shreyash and Virat are concerned. But Shreyash, big time in the scheme of things for T20 as well, Bharat, unlike Virat, who has retired.
Yeah, in T20 cricket as well, Shai can definitely come into the equation. He's a good leader as well. Someone who
Australia have won the toss and have opted to field. That's the update we are getting. Australia have won the toss and have opted to field. So Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will step out at 9 a.m. India time after the Champions Trophy for the first time in India colours. So that's the update. Australia won the toss and opted to field. And clearly, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will step out for India. Yes, Bharat Ramraj.
Yeah, first of all, let us talk about the toss. It's from maybe Kohli and Rohit Sharma's fans' point of view, that's good that India have lost the toss. But it would be interesting to see how the pitch will behave, because Australia are definitely leaving more grass for ODI cricket. We saw that last year against Pakistan. The ball was moving around a lot more than what one expected for a one-day match. Even in a ground like Adelaide, it was moving around. So I expect a little bit of assistance for seamers up front, maybe moisture as well, because with rain around. So it would be interesting to see how the Indian batters will tackle these conditions. Yeah, as far as Shai is concerned, he can definitely come in the equation. T20 cricket as well, had a good season for Punjab Kings, and is a good leader.
One second, let me give you the team. Shubman Gill, captain; Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shreyash Iyer, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, Washington Sundar, Nitish Kumar Reddy debut, Harshit Rana, Arshdeep Singh, Mohammad Siraj. So that's your team. Yashashvi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jurel, Prasidh Krishna, and Kuldeep Yadav in the bench. So once again, Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shreyash Iyer, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, Washington Sundar, Nitish Reddy, Harshit Rana, Arshdeep Singh, Mohammad Siraj. Show me quickly, take the team.
This is what I have been saying. I mean, over the last 2-3 days. I mean, it was clear that India would go with this playing 11. At least in Perth, I think next 2 days, Kuldeep would be firmly in the scheme of things. Adelaide and Sydney, Kuldeep would be firmly in the scheme of things, given the pitch conditions. Although I don't know the nature of the pitch that would be laid out. But in part, and given also the overhead conditions, overcast and everything, this is the best 11 that you can have. Absolutely spot on, and it was sort of an open and shut case in the sense. I mean, no surprises, nothing. It was an open and shut case as regards the playing 11.
Gargi, your thoughts on that? Shubman also said that he wanted to bowl first, but with Shubman, you expect that he will lose the toss.
I think he lost all 5 tosses, didn't he? In the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy.
He lost a couple. He lost one more with the West Indies in the first test, which Shomik covered. Then I think Delhi, you went and somehow managed his fortunes. Yeah.
I mean, what is
actually, it? No, because you were away, so you were the problem element. So henceforth, you don't go on day one because you were in Indore on day one. That's why he won that toss.
So no Gargi on toss day and no Shubhayan on final.
Final days, 100%, and no Shomik also, because Shomik went to Ahmedabad. There also India lost the toss. Now we have to change. We have to send Vaibhav to some place for Shubman Gill to see. Rohit and Shubhayan are in Australia. He's lost the toss again.
I think we need to make an Excel sheet and everyone's pros and cons of sending this person to the tour.
Before you go, Australia, Travis Head, Mitchell Marsh, Matthew Short, Josh Philippe, Matt Renshaw, Cooper Connolly, Mitchell Owen, Mitchell Stark, Nathan Ellis, Matthew Kuhneman, and Josh Hazelwood. That's the Australian side. Yes, go for it.
It's still a pretty strong team, right? Right, Australia, even with a depleted squad, it's still a pretty strong team.
Was
I
Stark,
mean,
Hazelwood,
that's
Nathan
Australia.
Ellis is a pretty strong bowling attack on good
Exactly.
conditions at Perth. Come on.
And Australia, come what may, Australia.
They will always they'll always put their best foot forward, no matter who's the person that's putting the foot
But they
forward.
but they were taken down by South Africa recently in ODI series, so they're
It's
also
okay.
rebuilding. I'm just telling
Shubhayan
you.
has
So
joined
it's
back
not like
home.
everything is going well for them.
Cut across. Let's quickly cut across to Shubhan. So Australia winning the toss, opting to field. Teams are out. No Kuldeep Yadav. Shubhan, whether I can see blue skies behind you. Set it up quickly before you close out your Hindi live. 2 minutes.
Yes, it's clear. You can see behind me. The skies are pretty clear. A few fans are saying the stadium is looking empty inside, but I can show you the queues outside the gates, and this is just one gate. Here there are total of 12 gates, and everywhere, in every gate, you will see the same picture with fans queuing up to go inside. So you will see. Wait for it. You will see plenty of fans inside. It's a sold out affair. But yes, Australia winning the toss is a definite advantage. This is, as I said earlier, also this is the first match of the season here in Perth, and it's going to be lively. It's going to help Pacers. The record here says the Pacers have always gotten help, whether it's red ball or white ball cricket. Uh, Australia, again, India are going with pacers, but they will bowl later in the innings. They are going with three pacers, three all rounders, and Australia have also packed their bowling unit with pacers. So for Aussies, all eyes will be on Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood with the new ball, and I am pretty excited to see the battle between Mitchell Stark and Rohit Sharma, especially because of that inward angle. Let's see how it pans out, but it's not going to be easy for Rohit and Shubman to start with because of the early moisture here, and of course lively grass on the pitch, and of course due to the rain which is starting and stopping. It's a start stop affair. 10 minutes back it was drizzling a bit. It stopped. We had the toss on time, and it's going to be like this after 1 p.m. It's not looking great so far in terms of weather, but hopefully, fingers crossed, by then Rohit and Shubman will settle down and will stitch a decent partnership to start with.
Okay, I'll let you go, Shubhan, to close out your
Thank
Hindi
you.
live. Thank you very much for joining us. That's
See you in
Shubhan
the mid
Chakraborty
innings.
from Perth. All the best. Enjoy your game. But
Thank you.
Bharat, Shomik, Gargi, last 10 minutes on our show as well. Do we say Australia now favorites with the toss win? Do we say that? Because clearly conditions will suit Hazelwood and Stark. Will there be an Indian collapse? What are you guys expecting? Very difficult conditions, at least up front. You've just had 3 days of practice. Show me you first.
No, I think Australia are not favorites. Conditions would assist them, but the Indian team have enough quality. So I would say, given that it is Perth, if it were Adelaide or Sydney, I would have said 60-40 India. But as far as because it is Perth, I would say 50-50 India. Just two things. One is that I'm interested to see whether how Virat Kohli approaches his innings, or that outside the off stump ghost returns to haunt him again. And I know cricket is a one ball game. Anything can happen. Rohit Sharma might get out for a golden duck, but I have seen him train in Bombay, and I am very very hopeful that Rohit Sharma will have a good series. I really hope that he has a good series, because I have seen him at close quarters how much effort he has put in. So fingers crossed. Once again, cricket is a one ball game, but I would back Rohit to have a good series.
Gargi, this is a very different Shomik. Shomik had been very critical, saying he's done, he's done, he's done. This is a very different Shomik. Now that he's watched him close up front in Bombay, Shomik is giving Rohit an opportunity. And clearly, there is also a fan saying he wants to do well. He wants Rohit Sharma to do well because of the practice that he has watched. This is a very different Shomik, setting it up for Rohit Sharma. Gargi, your thoughts on Rohit and Kohli before I go to Bharat? Last few minutes, 5-6 minutes on the show.
I just think Shomik is doing his job really well. Everyone says that, oh, how can you change your opinion? Boss, opinion changes when the player is doing well or is not doing well. He's seen Rohit Sharma do very well. So now he's sure that he will also perform well in Australia. So that's how it goes. That's the nature of our job. But at the same time, I don't think Australia are the favorites. I think this is a very, very strong Indian side. and you bat till number 9. So if you're talking about a collapse, I think there's more than enough batters to sort of handle a situation like that. If there's a collapse at the top, we know that Shubman Gill has a bit of a weakness against the in-swinging delivery, incoming delivery. We know that Virat Kohli has that problem with the fourth and fifth stump ball, but we have been watching a lot of his practice visuals, and he's been leaving those deliveries. He's been practicing leaving those deliveries over and over again. He's not touching those deliveries on the fourth and fifth stump. So let's see how they approach that, because Shomik brought up the point that he wants to see how Virat approaches those deliveries. I'm quite keen to see how Rohit Sharma approaches this game. Will he go with his old aggressive intent, where he's not caring about his wicket particularly and wants to get India an aggressive start, a start as fast as possible? Or will he go with a more conventional approach, which I don't think he will, because at this point, where Rohit Sharma is in his career, where he is in his batting and technicalities, that aggressive approach suits his batting style more now. If he tries to stick around and play a longish innings, which he can very well do, of course he has the ability, but I don't think that's what he's going to go for. I think we're going to see the same Rohit Sharma that we saw in the World Cup and in the Champions Trophy.
Bharat, loads of questions on the omission of Kuldeep Yadav. That it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Your thoughts put it in perspective. Loads
No,
of
it's
people.
100% correct. They're 100% correct. I would never pick an off spinner in ODI cricket. Modern day ODI cricket, there's no chance of me picking an off spinner. Yes, this might come back to bite me. Australians might throw away their wickets, but in modern day ODI cricket, off spinner doesn't have a place. So they picked him more for his batting. And he's not a finisher either. In the IPL, he's not really finished games. He's very good cricketer, Washington Sundar. I have to say that in Test cricket, he can come into the equation. But in the IPL, whatever I've seen, he's not really finished the games to come in at number 8 and score 25 10 balls. And as I noted, I will never pick an off spinner in modern day ODI cricket. So they're absolutely right.
Strong words. Shomik, your thoughts? Kuldeep Yadav missing out. Is it becoming a bit of a habit with India, leaving Kuldeep Yadav out? I mean, and it's this every time there is a problem, it's Kuldeep Yadav who faces the brunt.
No. It is absolutely the team selection is absolutely spot on. Given that you have to pick your team based on the conditions, based on the team balance. You can have such a longish tail with Kuldeep, and especially at Perth. I mean, absolutely right. And given that for the balance of the team, you need two spinners. You can't play Kuldeep because he can't bat. So you can't play Kuldeep. And Washington Sundar is a fantastic cricketer. Irrespective of the formats, he is a fantastic cricketer. So Washington Sundar, and there is a reason why Gautam Gambhir likes him so much, because he values him. He values Washington Sundar. So given everything, given the conditions, um, it's a the team selection is spot on. And just I want to take a detour and go to the point that Gargi has raised a very very valid and very very logical point about Rohit Sharma's approach, whether he should go gung ho right from the outside, or go or if he should go back to his natural game. In fact, we did a story on this 2 days ago, talking to Praveen Amre, who has worked very closely with Rohit. And according to Praveen Amre, Rohit should go back. See, the bulk of his career, Rohit Sharma, has been he was like setting up his innings, and given the range that he has, and nobody, even Virat Kohli, doesn't match his range in terms of strokes. For example, a delivery outside the off stump, he can play from square third man to backward square leg. Gundappa Vishwanath had that kind of range. And even when Virat was the captain, on the sidelines of press conferences, he used to tell us that look at his range. That's why he backed Rohit to the hill. So if Rohit if he goes back to his original template, 2019 World Cup template, whether he will do that, That is the question. Praveen Amre is of the view he should go back to that template. But now from 2023, Rohit Sharma, he has been the very essence of selfless cricket that India he has been playing, and he led from the front. It is a very good question that it is a very good point that Gargi has raised, and I personally would be very interested to see what approach Rohit takes in this game.
Okay, let's end there. Let's end there. We will be coming back at mid innings for sure, but plenty of other stories, including the big build up from Indore at 10 a.m. with Trisha Ghoshal and Snehashish Mukherjee. Lots of that stuff coming up because massive match as far as India versus England is concerned in Indore. If you don't win India, then it becomes a virtual knockout between India and England. And if you don't make the semi-final of your home World Cup, then God help Indian women's cricket. So massive game coming up in Indore this afternoon. Trisha and Snehashish will set that up in the course of the day from 10 a.m. onwards, and we will obviously do a build-up show. Gargi Raut, Bharat Ramraj, Shomik Chakraborty, all of you guys who watched in the morning. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli out in action in about 10 minutes. So 14 minutes. So have your cup of tea or your cup of coffee and get ready. And Shubhan and Rohit will report everything back from Australia, giving us all of the updates from the Perth Stadium. No longer the Optus Stadium, the Perth Stadium, where the build-up has already started. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Soon, mid-innings, fingers crossed, we will have a good start and people can consume. And Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli does something nice for fans, making it a festive Diwali. Thanks, everybody, for watching.